Okay, yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you're watching us right now live or watching our replay. Welcome to another live session with Prati and team. So, in today's episode, as you can see on our screen, there are new faces, and I'm really excited for today's episode because I have got my global business partners from different part of the world and different walks of life, and make sure to stay tuned until end of this live session because we are going to discuss really exciting topic that, and we are going to share our story in which you might find yourselves, if you're somebody who's looking forward to starting your own online business. But before we dive into our topic for today, we would like to introduce ourselves for our viewers. So I'd like to start from me. So if this is your first time watching us live here, yeah, I'm Prati Rai, based here in Melbourne, Australia. Um, is somebody, I can hear the echo, but I think we are good to go. So yeah, I'm Prati Rai, based here in Melbourne, Australia. My home country is Bhutan, but I have been living here in Melbourne for past 8 years with my little family. And by profession, at the moment, I'm a full-time mom to my little boy, an online business owner and a coach. But before that, I used to work in healthcare sector as a carer. So that's me. Now, I would like to, before I hop on to my guest, thank you, ladies and gents, for making into today's live session. I know it's going to be very fruitful. So let's start with Deepika. I'll go in sequence with my screen, whoever I can see. Don't take it personally that I chose you first. So first, let's go with Deepika. There you go. Welcome to the live session.
That's fine. Hello, everyone. I'm Deepika, originally from Kathmandu, Nepal. Now living in Brisbane, Australia. I work in healthcare sector, and I also have a small cake business which I run from home. And apart from that, I'm doing now online digital business as well. So back to Prati.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I'd like to go and invite Varna Sis. Welcome, Varna.
Hello,
Can you? Okay.
welcome. Yes, my name is Verna Garcia Maniquis. I am originally from the Philippines. I am a wife, a mother of two amazing boys. I am a regular licensed practical nurse by profession, guys, and I'm working in a long-term care. At the same time, I'm doing this global online digital business. So I'm doing this both as a part-time.
Amazing. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much, Varna
Prati.
Sis. And thank you for finally, this has been on our to-do list for a very long time, and I'm so glad to have you today on our live session. So I'm excited for today's episode. And now our new guest
Thank
here
you.
again is, yes, you're welcome. Tashi, can you give your short intro, please? Thank you.
Thank you everyone and Prati for the invitation. To introduce myself, I'm Tashi from Brisbane, Australia. I am originally from Bhutan, moved here to Brisbane, Australia in 2017 with my two girls. So now I am library officer part-time. Initially I had multiple jobs. Now I'm working 17 hours a week part-time as a library officer and full-time mom of three. When I'm not momming and not doing the library job, I'm a business owner and mentor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing intro. We all wear so many hats, don't we? And I can't wait to hear his story later on. So stay tuned, all of you. Now, the next guest we have here is Valentina. Take it away, Vali. Can you hear us?
Thank you, Prati. Hello, everyone. My name is Valentina. I reside in Ontario, Canada. My background is Albanian. I'm a mother of three, a grandmother of four. Back to you, Prati.
Thank you. Thank you. It's always amazing to have you on the screen with us. Can you imagine? Grandma and a mother. This business, this platform is truly diverse, I would say. So stay tuned again to hear from Valley. Now, next we have is Marcel. Welcome. Welcome, Marcel. You are muted, Marcel. Can you unmute yourself first?
Thank you. Sorry. Good morning, everybody.
That's
Thank you, Prati, for the introduction. My name is Marshall, and I am tuning in from Brisbane, Australia. I am a dad to two little kids, a girl and a boy, and me and my wife Anisha are proud business owners of a digital business. And yeah, just joining in from here. So welcome to everybody. And
Thank
I
you.
work
Thank you
in
so
the
much,
HR
Marcel.
profession. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making it. I know you were in church today, but you had to rush home to attend this live session. So thank you. That's a commitment. And thank you, everyone. I know we all are busy with our own lives and our own schedule, but everyone made it today, to make this life very fruitful and informative. So thank you once again. And I'm really grateful for all of you. Now to go with our question, I'm going to start with our guest here today, Tashi. That's going to be you. So for you, the first question. First of all, Tashi and I both are from Bhutan, and we are proud business owners, and we absolutely love this business platform. And we, have been collaborating together for quite a while now, and it's always exciting, when you have a fellow countryman in the same journey as ourselves. So I know, like, your previous background is in a traditional business, right? You have run, I think, multiple traditional businesses, and you have worked in different sectors, but you chose this online business, right, instead of all those ventures. So what was the reason you changed your direction towards the online business, and what difference do you find, because there are lots of people who are still choosing to go the traditional way, but despite having, now that the time is different, everything is advancing and people are choosing the smarter way. So what made you choose this pathway towards online business? Okay, if you can share a bit about that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I think partly you answered it. It's a smarter way. That's in short. But and when I moved to Australia in 2017, it was a result of when I was studying here in 2009 and 10. I did my master's from QUT, and at the time I saw a lot of parents from Bhutan bring their family and having good time. What I saw was only the surface, what they were enjoying in the park and all the beautiful life they enjoy together, and kids having a lot of good opportunities, and all this beautiful Australia has to provide. But when I always wanted to, when I have my own family, wanted to bring them here back to Australia. So this is what I did. In 2015, I tried for Endeavour Scholarship, and I got it because I wanted to bring my family, and my essays were all about my family, my girls. And 2017 January, when we moved here, it was my two girls, 2 years and 4 years, and the reality was different. Back at the back of the thing, putting your babies in the car seat to going shopping, everything was real struggle, let alone let's not talk about the bills and having to rent house by yourself and all those things. So it was really struggle, and as a result we were working too many jobs, and my husband was doing one full-time, but I was like didn't get the professional job straight away. So I was in the hospitality, housekeeping, and all those things, and the one salary was not enough. So I ended up taking a lot of jobs to cover up, make it up. Then I went through that and was not present for my kids. But I was questioning myself why we moved to this country. It was like for their future, but then we were missing out on their present. What's the use? I wasn't reading for them, I wasn't doing the side works, not doing their homework well, and I was like completely out of touch with what am I actually here for. Like the whole purpose of building their future, but no proper foundation, it was all meaningless. So I ended up looking and searching everywhere. That's how I came to do a cleaning business. But business, once it's a physical business, it doesn't give you the time back. It's, in fact, you're buying another job for yourself. It's more than just going to 9 to 5. It's like you're non-stop doing lots of inquiries from clients and giving cleaner jobs, and then cutting off too many complaints to handle. It was like stressful. And then I also did food truck, which is same, like lots of certification, lots of insurance, and then actually you have to actually go wake up like 3 a.m. to go to work and come back and to make the money. So nothing was like flexible, even though you spend so much money to build a business and time. So that's why I ended up looking for online business, and I tried lots of business before that. So entirely why I started looking for online business was time flexibility. It's obviously for income, so we have to have money to be able to be spend time with your children, and your also my parents back home. So that's why I decided to start online business. And yes, so that's my journey from 2019, and never looked back. So now I have this time to working part-time. I have time to say yes, yes, yes to my kids anytime. So that's about me.
Thank you. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all your story. I mean, I'm sure, like, as an immigrant, everyone watching, and especially who are abroad, can totally resonate with your story. We all come with different hopes, but it is very different when you reach here and when you have to start working from day one. And it's not one regular job, and just you don't get to chill out with one job. You have to juggle multiple jobs to keep up with the bills, student fees, your family expenses, and everything that Tashisis just mentioned. It's a real struggle. And on top of that, if you can't have your family with you, especially the little ones, that is the most difficult thing I think parents has to go through. And many of us are in that situation at the moment. I see lots of people leaving their kids with their parents, coming over here to make their future better. But like you said, what's the point if you're missing out on your child's early years, their milestones, right? And nowadays I see you spending a lot of time with your kids, and that makes me so happy. And like you said, traditional business is no way a way for anyone to achieve that freedom of time and flexibility. Like you said, you clearly portrayed starting a traditional business is like securing another job, and I totally agree on that. And what is the better way than it's online business when it comes to uh, compared to the traditional business, your startup cost is really low, like you clearly mentioned. I remember you sharing about that journey, like how it costed you so much to start the business and even to run it. But compared to that online business, we feel like we started our business for free, like when you compare it with traditional business, and the amount of commitment you need is beyond imaginable when you compare with, again, online business. So thank you so much for sharing that. I know many of our viewers are going to resonate with your story and somehow get inspired, or maybe get a little bit of push to check out for smarter options if they are looking for more flexibility and freedom of time in their life, right? So thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So now the next guest we have here today, again, a new face, and I was really looking forward to having you on my screen someday. She's Verna, all the way from Canada. She is a nurse by profession, and yes, many of us, especially, again, the immigrants, majority of us come here and try to study nursing. One reason, it's easy to get your permanent residency overseas. Another thing, you make good money, right? But I know there is a struggle as well in that career. So why, like, despite having a good career, despite I know you're making good money from nursing, it's a demanding job, and there's a plenty of job for nurses overseas. But why did you, in spite of that, why did you choose an online business? What was the need for you to go this way? So if you can share a bit about that. There are lots of nurses here watching us today. They might get a hint of what's there in the online space. Yeah, there you go, Varna.
Yeah, thanks for that wonderful question, Prati. So actually, yes, being a nurse is a good money, but of course, right? So 2020, when the global pandemic came to Canada, I need to stop working because everything is closed that time. My kid is still small, so I need to stop working. Me and my husband talk to each other, and of course, I'm the one who work in a healthcare. If my boss will fire me, it's gonna be a little bit easy for me than him to find jobs. So I stopped working, and then that time, after a couple of months stopping, your budget become tight, right? Because life is expensive, lots of bills to pay every month. You have houses, you have life insurance. If you are in abroad, there is a life insurance, house insurance, car insurance, and of course, your utility, right? Lots of bills to pay every month. So, and the grocery is so expensive. So my debt become a little bit high. And then I saw this in social media, online business, so home-based business. So at first, I want to earn extra. That's why I joined the business. So I know I'm earning good, but I'm not working that time. So that's why uh, after watching the free webinar, I talked to my husband. Of course, there's some money involved, right? In every business, there's some money involved. We need money to make money. And then if you hear business, there's always money involved, guys. Okay. So I watched our free webinar and then I join the business because I can do it at home, which is amazing that time because I'm looking after my kids. And later on, my wife become big. Later on, I want to retire early. I want to save something for my kids' university. I want to pay off my house. I want to travel anywhere. I want to go for vacation without worrying any money. And I want to help many more moms who are hardworking like us who are here. Many people who are working hard, I want to help them too because, like I said, the one like paying house like that, I'm seeing that in our community. People be able to retire, people be able to pay their house, people be able to buy more properties. It is possible in our business. Why it is possible? Because we have a high commission and lucrative compensation plan. It's hard to say, but we can earn 5K fixed figure monthly. And our kids can inherit this business. So it is amazing business. Anyone can start. So yes, that's why I started the business. Even I know my passion is um, to look after people, to provide care with them. But of course, later on, because I work in a healthcare, so most of the time we have a weekend on. And later on, I find out that time is like if the time passed by you cannot go back, like because my kid is grow so fast, so I want to have more time with them too. So in our business we have a time freedom and financial freedom, guys. So that's why I joined the business. And yes, that's why Prati first at earning, and later on
Thank
I
you.
wanna me and my husband I wanna retire early.
There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a lot of reason, and the question was very vast, and I think many of us can totally resonate with what you're saying. And oh my God, what's more beautiful than getting to retire early? Rather than working up until when you're 60 and
Yes.
70, and when you finally think like, oh, it's time for me to enjoy my vacation, my free time, then you'll be so old to enjoy, no energy left. And I think
That's
that's the
right.
reason. Many nurses are hopping onto online business. They make good money. It's the career is in demand. Like even if you get late from one job, you get another one instantly. There's no problem in getting hired. But the problem is you don't have that freedom of retiring early. And of course, though there is a good money, it also demands you to be in the job for long hours, right? So when you do that, of course, there won't be any
Yes.
time for your kids. And like you said, pandemic happened, and of course you
That's
had to be
right.
home.
Yeah. That's true. Because when I'm working, I work in 2 to 3 facility before I found this business, before I start working. And now I'm just working part-time. Now I have more time with myself. I have more time with my kids. So that's why I'm happy with this business. I'm enjoying it. So more time
There
is,
you go.
and then financial freedom. That's why.
There you go. I think even I get to talk with lots of nurses and healthcare workers on the daily basis because I have my ad targeted to them because I want to help them come out of that as a ex healthcare employee. And everyone has the same complaint. I make money, but I don't have time for my family. And I'm looking for early retirement opportunities. That's what they share. The main is time factor, early retirement, and having time for, flexibility for their kids and for their family. So thank you so much for sharing that. The nurses watching us today, if you are already
You're
exhausted in your profession, yes, if you're looking for a way out, there is always a better way. And Sis Verna is one of the testimonial in our community, nurse in Canada, but now before she was juggling in multiple care, like some of you watching us here today, but now she's working part-time as a nurse and rocking this business. I see her going on hike with her family every time, attending some events, her son's graduation ceremony. What else do you need then? what else, what more do you want than that as a parent, when you get time to be with your kids. So thank you so much for sharing that. Now I would like to, Deepika sis, are you okay to, sit for some time, because I know you're not well. Are you fine? Okay, so maybe I can go next with you. She's not very well today, but she made it. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And this is how you show commitment to your business, like you're showing up for your job, isn't it? So I really appreciate you being here today. And तपाईँलाई question चाहिँ, you are also a healthcare worker, and you are busy. You juggle multiple clients. You say like sometimes you're sleeping over at clients' house to look after them, to help them. And despite being busy with your profession, you also run a small home cake business, which you said it's your passion, right? You have that second, hustle. And on top of that, you are a mom. You're also looking after your house. You have a dog, very cute. And on top of that, you have started an online business. So I know you are a hard worker. You are not lazy. You are looking for, some people think that online business is an easy way out. But for us, we are not lazy to work hard. We are looking for a smarter way, right? So in your case, you are already a hardworking lady. You are making good money. But was it beyond money that you were looking for when you started this online business? Were you looking for something more than money when you were, when you started this online business, when you came across my ad? Because we had a conversation and I clearly remember you saying you are looking for more. So what was that you were looking for when you found this business platform? Yeah. Share गरिदिनुस् त्यसको बारेमा है. You are muted, sis. It's okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Pratik, for the question. Yes, I was looking more than just a money. It's not only about money, because the time you have to spend with your family is so much more. It's a precious time you have to spend with your family. That's the main reason I was looking for like something from online, like online business, so that I can spend my time with my family, and especially my son. That I always feel regret because I couldn't give time to my son. And because I'm always constantly busy and rushing from one job to another job, so I felt like I need to slow down, and I felt like I need to find something that can give me flexibility to work from home and give time to my family, for my son. And that time I came across with this online digital business, and when I checked with everything, I love it, so I joined. Back to Prati.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that response. Of course, you are a hustler, but when you hustle too much, there is something you're lacking, your time with your family, time for yourself, and sometimes your own personal growth, right? You're missing out on that as well. So thank you so much for sharing. Many people who are trying to do everything can relate, because they think like the harder you work, the more money you make, but sometimes that's not true. You'll simply be busy, but you'll be missing out on the most important thing. That's time for yourself, your health, and for your loved ones, right? So that's such a beautiful reason. And thank you so much for sharing, Deepika says. Now, I'd like to go with, who should I go with? Marshall? Valley, I'll keep you last, okay? Thank you for being patient. So, Marshall, the question I have here for you today is, you're a dad, and you are HR professional. And as an HR professional, you come across all kinds of people every day, right? You get to talk to people from different walks of life. You must be talking to people who are aspiring to work in different designations. You are somebody who might be looking at their resumes every day. So despite getting to know everyone's resume, everyone's experience and qualifications, now you're seeing a trend where there's a surge of people seeking the smarter way of, moving towards the online business platform. Because in our community, you name it, there are doctors, engineers, scientists, HR, accountant, chartered accountant, nurses, teachers, every professional backgrounds are now choosing towards an online, hustle. So why is that happening? Why do you think? And even yourself as an HR professional, what made you choose this online business? Keeping yourself in the center, can you just give me that a little bit of your experience, based on your experience, why people are moving towards the online space more, despite having a good designation. Yeah.
Thank you, Prati,
Right.
and welcome to everybody. That's a great question, and I call myself as someone providing a livelihood for people, because income is a big thing for every middle class family, and I think that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. But apart from providing a livelihood, I also look after employment matters, where a lot of people are getting burnt out doing their jobs, spending a lot of time, whether it's nursing, whether it's you're working in IT accounts, whatsoever. And what I've seen in the last so many years working in HR is that people are now exhausted, but they have no choice. They've got to keep doing what they're doing. And I think this is where a business like this, really comes to fruition. It kind of comes to a point where, you can start to look at ways where you can move out of your 9 to 5 to something like this while you're still doing your job. And I think that's important. And that's what got my attention. I worked for years, but I feel, I was not burnt out, but I felt that no matter how much hard I worked, I was just helping my employer and not myself or my family. And I think this is where I decided to draw the line. I'm still doing my 9 to 5 job. I'm still working in my profession, but I can see myself starting to now transition in a way. But look, it's still early for me. I've just been in this business for a year. And just like Verna said, my wife's also a professional nurse, doing it for the last 20 years. So she comes from that walk of life, and we're doing it together because even she feels the long stress of hours of work. Now, that said, I just want to slightly deviate from the employment to another aspect, and that's very personal to me. And this is mindset, because for me, my mindset was very weak. And through this business, I've noticed that I have started to build that mindset to get a bit more stronger, because this is what this business needs. And I think I was very weak with that mindset aspect. But as I have gone through this business, as I have met people just like you, all you lovely people, and still more from different walks of life, it just makes me more stronger. It gives me more encouragement. It gives me more inspiration to do this business and to try something different. But it all comes down to mindset. And I have started to build my mindset, because this business allows you to have that growth mindset, to think like an entrepreneur, to be able to leverage of resources that help you feed your mind, to think differently and to think futuristic. And that's all I would say. Everything that you have said today is all that me and my family have experienced, being a migrant and working in our standard jobs for the last many years. But I think for me personally, it wasn't the money, it was the mindset that I'm still building. It's a work in progress, and I think it's only going to get better. And I think as an industry, as people working in 9 to 5s, they are looking for that change, because they have realized that a 9 to 5 cannot give you that freedom of choice, that freedom of being with your family, the freedom to travel and do what you like. That's me. So I'm
Thank you.
encouraging all our audiences out there today to think from that perspective of also mindset, and look at ways of how they can move on. Thank you, Prati. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. I'm quite speechless here. I think you made everything clear, the burnt out, because you get to deal with lots of people from various background. You understand them well, better than all of us here as an HR, and the thing that you mentioned, I think people are getting burnt out. That's the fact. That's the reality everyone is going through at the moment. And that's one very strong reason why everyone is looking for a smarter way. The time has changed now, and everything is fast paced, and people have to move with that pace. And sometimes it becomes really difficult to keep up. So we are, leaning towards something that's more smarter, that needs lesser of us, but that can help us generate the same or more income, so that we can have that, freedom in our life. So thank you so much for sharing that part. And when it comes to mindset, of course, can you imagine being in a corporate, being in an office for decades, just doing that same work, whatever has been assigned to you? But where is the personal development section in that office? Do you get to read book on atomic habits when you're in office? I don't think your employees going to keep this book in your office. Do you get to listen to amazing podcast? Do you get to listen to guests like Jay Shetty, who was there in one of our convention in I think previous year? So people also have to, now to be happy in their life, have to look in that section as well. And people like us here on the screen, we are seeking, on top of money, of course, money is important. We are seeking that as well. Personal growth, a change in mindset, the way we think, because that matters a lot now. It's not only about money. People need overall growth and peace in their life and contentment. And that comes from finance, flexibility of time, and having freedom in their life to do whatever they want, whenever they want. And also they have to grow personally. So we need all around growth. That's why we chose this path. Thank you so much for sharing that, Marcel. I hope that made sense to a lot of our viewers today. Now the final and the last case we have here is amazing Valley. She is a mom, a doting grandma to a very cute grandchildren. She does share about her grandchildren sometimes, but not very often, but they are very adorable and she is busy looking after them. So the question for you today is, you have worked in restaurant industry for more than 3 decades now. Having worked in that category, in that section for that many years, I know it's a challenging job. What does the flexibility in terms of time mean to you as a grandma, as a parent? How are you finding it now after starting an online business? Like, are you happy? Like, does it give you happiness? I mean, that's the important thing, right? Having worked in restaurant in restaurant sector, and now being an online business, what kind of flexibility have you achieved so far, and does that make you happy? And also, one thing I'd like to add, since you are, retiring, you're nearing the age of retirement, you shared at some point that you're also planning a very happy retirement with this business. Because I just see it, a lot of people in our community over 60s starting the online business now because they are not feeling secure about their retirement years. So can you talk a bit about that as well? Like, how do you feel, for yourselves in future, because you're nearing the retirement? Do you feel secure? Do you feel this online business was the right option for you to retire? So go ahead, Valley. There's your question. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Prati. Thank you. Yes, for working for over 3.5 decades in food and hospitality industry, it has been taking a toll on me throughout the years. Now I am a grandmother, and money wasn't bad. It was good money. I raised 3 kids, put them through university and college. But what I was missing something more important than money can buy. What I missed the time, their milestones. I provided for them, but I was not present. And now having my grandchildren, truly, it makes my heart joyful. This business gives me flexibility. I can work in my own time, in my own terms, from the comfort of my own home. I can take the grandkids to the park, and I can have my computer with me. And yes, flexibility and time, 2 things when you dive into this online business. As you said, especially women, because our strength is not as it was before. We have to think for our retirement. Everything is expensive now. And working from home, it's one of the greatest gifts I have given myself. Thank you, Prati.
Thank you so much, Valley. That was beautiful. I think if our viewers here think that they are too old to start something online, Valley can be an example, a very good example of how well she's doing in the online space. She doesn't think that, she's, not her age to do something online. She is a grandma and a mom, doing this business. and having a time with her grandchildren. I think what's beautiful than that for grandparents in this era of rushed life. And like she said, she has been working in restaurant industry for this many years, and you will not have that same strength to continue, right? And what a way to plan a retirement for herself with this online business. So it's such a wholesome journey for her. Thank you so much for sharing, Valley. Now, since our viewers got to see all of us here on the screen, from different background, different experiences, right? I hope it was at least you might have found yourself in one of our stories. I'm not going to share mine today. It's going to be too long because I often come here and share my why did I join my business? So I'm going to skip myself for today. But if you found yourself in one of our stories today, and if you feel the need to explore more about this online business, now in short, we're just going to let you know about how you can actually explore this amazing online business opportunity. So I'm going to go in sequence on the screen. Deepika, how do if somebody is interested to explore this online business, how do they get started? What's their first step? Can you tell our viewers about that? You are muted again, sis.
First step is you can register in our website. Any one of us from here, you can register in our website with your name and email address, and so that you can watch a webinar from there. Yeah,
it's a
and
free
you
webinar.
will have some
Thank
idea. Well, you will have some idea about this online digital business.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first step.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And it's a free webinar. You don't have to pay anything for that. And after watching the webinar, what's the next step, Varna, sis, for our viewers to explore further?
Yes. Yeah. So the next step is to pay the 149. Why do you need to pay? So because like I said earlier, we need money to make money. It is a business, guys. And then the 149 US dollar, it is 30 days trial guarantee refundable. It is risk-free, no obligation. So you will receive a receipt from your email and another email that's gonna be your free coaching video. It will explain everything in details about our business. So that's the second step. Try our 30 days trial guarantee, paid 149.
Got it. Thank you so much, Varna, sis. Now another amazing my airport is dying, battery is low. I hope I can last for a few more minutes. So Tashi says another amazing thing about this 149. So it's there is something on it. Can you talk about it, a refund? Why do we do that, and why has it been kept like that? It's a refundable fee, right? So can you talk a bit about that?
Sure, yeah. I can add a little bit about why there is $149. $149 is the in case you don't do business, this is the process where you get to learn about everything about the business, what is involved when you start the business, what you get with 149, like when you start the business, what is in the compensation plan and partnerships, and then system model and everything. You get to see everything in detail through 6 series of 6 videos. And then if you're not satisfied, because let's face it, like online business can be for anyone, but it's not for everyone. So you may not like it. So if you don't like it, we have this in place for you to refund. So 30 days period is just like going to shop, trying your cloth on, and if you like fit it, you take it. If it doesn't fit it, you leave it behind. So 30 days, you're just trying to see if this business is right fit for you. If it's not right fit for you, leave it there and refund your money. No one will ask any question. But if you start the business, if you find everything so useful, like just ourselves, if you find the compensation plan appealing and everything, then you can move forward with the business. And then the 149 has other roles in place. So $149, when I was doing other affiliate business in the past, before finding this business, I used to pay like $99 every month subscription based to access the training. But this is one-time payment for training, mentorship, support, setting up website for you, hosting your website with our system, and all the mastermind from past 9 years, every week, every Thursday, every week mastermind. But recording is there for 3 years, and then we have daily drop-ins. We have this supportive community. You can have our private chat, private group, all those things. You have access to the details of the business, how to run it. And if you're doing business, $149 is paying for that, and $149 is one-time fee. But also the more important thing about $149 is people start online business to have time for themselves, not to be glued to social media or computer whole day long. How we, as a busy mom, got time out of this business was because having system in place. System is doing the due diligence, giving people time, information, letting people do their own due diligence without us business owner coming into the picture. So our system is doing that for us, giving us time back. And $149 is also screening people, the serious people from the window shopper. So if we talk to every people who come and ask us, what is this business about? Tell us about compensation plan. Tell us about a business. We will not have time to cater to all the customer. But because our system is doing that, screening the sales funnel and everything, that's why this 149 is benefiting everyone in the business and giving time back through this one and screening people. We are not talking to all the Tom, Dick, and Harry coming to ask about this business because we never know. They are maybe just out of curiosity they are asking, but actually they have no why. They are not looking for anything. They have no other experience doing online business. So they are definitely not looking for the business, and we are not going to answer everything that wasting time. So that's why that's there, and it's for you as a people who are digging into the business, and also for business owners. And if you join the business, you get all the services as well with 149. And finally, if you do the also 149, it also gives you the other step after doing all the due diligence. You think that this business is for you, you move into the next one where you get to talk to expert from this business who are coaches in the business, who have been running this business for a long time. So they will strategize your business. They will talk about how best you can start the business. They will give you all the guidance, and this is also included in $149. This is where the 149 becomes non-refundable, because then coaches are also being paid from that one. So it's a lot of value. 149 is playing lots of role in this business, so don't hesitate. If you think that is not right paid, you can always refund before 149, before 1 month before taking the coaching call. That's all about it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so much detailed. I don't think I have to add anything. Thank you so much for your input, Tashish. That's what our viewers have to, rewind and watch whatever she said, so that you can be sure that your 149 is not going anywhere. It's just there to provide you the information, the actual core information, and to let you try out the business for 30 days and see if it's something you'd like to continue to do it. So pay that 149 today. So that's it. Thank you. Now I'd like to go with Valley. Do you need some kind of experience to run this online business? Depending on your experiences, what do you say to our viewers who are anxious that they have never done any kind of business before? Yeah, just share a little bit on that, please, Valley. Thank you. Can you hear us? I think we lost her. So I'll go next with Marcel. Moving on, what kind of support do we get? Like, depending on your experience so far, what kind of support did you get in this online business? And just adding on to that question, I have moved on to Marcel. I'll come back to you, Valley. We lost you. I think it was the internet connection.
Yes. So I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay, Valley. Yes. So yes, Marcel, what kind of support do we have available for people joining our business, the ones who want to leverage our platform? Can you talk a bit about that?
Thank you, Prati. So once you've done the 149, and if you do decide to proceed further, a business partner, you are then provided with first and foremost the system and a funnel to get you started with any business that you would normally need it for. And with that system, you're unlocking all your trainings that you need to, which then comes back to the fact that you don't need to have the experience to be doing any sort of online business. Everything is provided to you. We do use social media as a way, to leverage and communicate and reach out to our audiences. So that's again provided to you in that training. I'm not going to go into details of that, but that's all provided to you for someone that has never done social media or even what it looks like. With that said, you also get assigned a mentor who is the person that's going to be hand holding you for the next many months to get you started. That does not mean that they will leave you, but they will just be along there once you are competent to carry on. You also have a coach that supports you. In case your mentor is not around, your coach can help you and support you and guide you with whatever you need to. And most importantly thing is you've got a community of like-minded people, just that you can see right now on the screen, from different walks of life, who are there to provide you and guide you and support you, coach you, you name it, they are there. And what I've liked is that I have found people are overly generous here in this business, who do not mind to reach out and help you at any point in time. Doesn't matter which team you belong to, where you may be, or which part of or location. So we're not even governed by location, to be honest. So that's a little bit about what support you get. So just look at it as like a business in a box, and you're provided with everything without having to pay the high franchisee cost. Prati, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was wholesome answer. Anyone needs to hear. So basically, you'll not feel like you're doing it alone in our community and in our platform. So thank you for that answer, Marshall. Back to you, Valley. For those people who are thinking like they don't have previous experience of running any kind of business, what do you say to them? Like, do they need some kind of experience to run this online business? Can you hear us, Valley?
Yes, now I can.
Go on. Did you get your answer question? So I think it's the internet issue. So I was just asking people who think they don't have any kind of business experience, what do you tell to them? Like, do they need some kind of experience to run this online business? Okay. So I think it's an internet issue.
Experience would be great, but that's not necessary to have experience to run and operate this online business, because our system is set up based, even though if you have zero experience in online space. So nothing to fret if you don't have an experience, because many of us, I didn't have any experience when I started my online business. So the answer is no, it's not necessary.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Valley. Yes, we didn't have any kind of prior experience of running online business. So if you are somebody who is anxious that you don't have any experience running the business, you can definitely do it if all of us can do it. So this live went on to be pretty long. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here and being so patient with all of us. I think we'll end here for today. Thank you, wonderful ladies and gents, for making this live very fruitful. And we hope to come on again with another live session in a hope to inform our viewers about our business and also to share our journey. Hoping that it will inspire you some way to take action on your dreams and aspirations. So thank you, everyone. And we hope you have a wonderful day ahead. And bye-bye for now. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.